County Chargers. Your Chargers are at home and they are facing the Nettleton Tigers. The Chargers have a 5-3 record, 1-1 in the division, and the Nettleton Tigers are 3-4, 0-2 in the division. This is a Region 3A, actually Region 4 in the Class 3A division matchup. It's an important one as the Chargers are looking to secure the number 2 spot if they can continue their winning ways here in the division, and a loss to Nettleton would eliminate them from playoff hope with 2 games left to play in this season. I'm Glenn Beard, I'll provide your play-by-play alongside Chris Greg Gill as always, and our sideline crew will be Chris Coleman. And guys, the Chargers have kind of found another gear since we've gotten past the Houston game.
Yeah, Glenn, after really got revved up last week as far as one on the road, really had your backs against the wall, sort of had to circle the wagons, and went to Aberdeen. We knew it was going to be an athletic team the Chargers were going to be facing, and really couldn't be more proud of the effort that showed up and got that first division win. So just a great performance last week. And the Chargers, you know, you want to get ready to rebuild each week as far as getting better. So we're hoping to see another step forward tonight.
Absolutely. We're getting ready for the invocation and playing for the national anthem. We're going to take a 30-second timeout and come back and have the national anthem. You're listening to Friday Night Game of the Week.
Lord, just invite you tonight, Lord. Before the first kick, before the first down, Lord, we want you here with us tonight. Lord, we want your hand of protection on each one play. And Lord, we want to acknowledge your presence in our lives and just thank you for many blessings you bless each one of us with. So Lord, we love you. In Christ's name, amen.
Just a 30, bring it back. Choctaw County Charger football players, Calvin Nutt and Scotland McNutt, and he did an outstanding job on that, and we always look forward to hearing him sing, that's for sure. Guys, you know, we're 11 minutes from kickoff. Real quick, the Chargers, they've been hit by the injury bug this year, and that has been a big difference in our football team from last year to this year. Last year we were able to stay pretty healthy and really got after people. However, this year we've kind of got after people for the most part, but we've had some issues with big-time injuries. So we've lost, I mean, heck, at one time I think we're down 9 starters.
Yeah, Glenn, it was just really banged up for the Chargers as far as the majority, and still have several guys out. We did see a couple players come back last week and got some playing time, so it was actually great to see those guys back. A couple in particular, Julius Buds, we didn't know if he was going to be able to play as far as, and I thought he was injured worse as far as earlier on. He got back out there last week. To Lee Davis another senior, right out there and got back after it. I know Hakeem Ashford's been banged up as far as we lost a couple of linebackers. And just besides, if you're anybody besides Alabama and you lose 2 linebackers, you're pretty much, as far as starting linebackers, you're pretty much in trouble from then on trying to replace those guys. But had 2 juniors, as far as Preston Lindsay at the time was leading the team in tackles, and then also Logan Starwalk as far as another played on both sides of the ball and really had some big shoes to fill. So the Chargers have been trying to, and last week you saw some guys kind of step up, next man up, and sort of trying to make some plays. And you had the freshman as far as Miller came in, and really I thought I was impressed with his running last week. What about you, Glenn?
Oh, absolutely. That young man grew up before our eyes and just did an outstanding job. I think you're going to see more of the same tonight from him, and as the season goes on, I think you're going to see the torch really starting to be passed, and you'll see Rakeem's been banged up a good bit. You know, he is our speedster, and there's no doubt about that. He's been banged up, so I think you're going to see the torch kind of being passed to the freshmen, and as things get more serious down the line, I think you're going to see Rakeem a little more on defense.
Yeah, as far as you could see, as far as he's a playmaker, and he could really help you out on either side of the ball. So I mean, earlier on, like you said, the season he was the touchdown. He was a scoring machine for the Chargers, and sometimes those ankle injuries right there are just sort of hard to get over. So that's one of the things the Chargers have really been battling. As we get right here in front of us, the Charger walk, as far as the Chargers getting ready to take the field here just a few minutes.
Yeah, this time the Charger players, it's always fun thing to see the Chargers walk through the scene. Let's go down to the third member of our crew down on the sidelines, Chris Coleman, and hey, it's finally football weather here, isn't it? Take a 2-minute timeout, then we'll come back and set the stage for the kickoff. You're listening to the Friday Night Game of the Week on WFCA. That was good, yeah.
Number 13, David Gerard. Number 18, Nigel Owens. And number 42, Timothy Place. Captain for the Chargers. Number 4, Ron Ward. Number 63, Andrea Thompson. Nelson has won the cause, and they have elected to take the ball and start the game. And Chargers will be kicking off and defending the East Road.
Welcome back to Dell Davidson Field, and we are getting ready for the kickoff. The Nettleton Tigers won the toss and elected to receive, so the Chargers will be kicking off and playing defense first. The Chargers are in their all charcoal gray uniforms with their navy numbers, white trim, navy helmets with the chrome Chargers on the side. Nettleton comes in their all white uniforms, white pants, red stripe up the side, white jersey, and I guess that's the navy number on the jersey and their navy helmets. So now we got the fashion show out of the way. We're ready to kick this thing off. And Isaiah Connolly will tee it up at the 40-yard line. Back deep to receive for the Nettleton Tigers. Big number 1. It's going to be an onside kick, and the Chargers win back. Onside kick, and the Chargers have it. That's recovered by Justin Jenkins. How about that, Chris Goldman?
Chargers will cover an onside kick attempt. Only the Chargers number 17, Justin Jenkins for the Tigers.
Went about 9 yards before a Nettleton Tiger touched it. When he came up and touched it, it didn't matter if it went 10 yards at that point. He came up and touched it, so and then bounced off of it, and then Jenkins jumped on it. So the Chargers have the football. Two wide receivers go to the far side. Split backs in the backfield. Carter goes under center, going to roll to his right. Has a man out in the flats. It's off. I think that's number 14, Rakeem Asher. He catches him out of bounds over there at the 42-yard line. It's going to be a gain of about 6 or 7 yards in the left right foot spot. We'll bring up second down and looks like about 4.
Sort of breaking some tendencies here to start the game with the onside kick and then throwing on the first down. Where's the Chargers?
Gentlemen, it is division. It's the heart of the division schedule here. We're playing for playoffs. Wide receiver to the far side, wing back to the near split back. Carter's going to hand it off to Cenzo Miller, going off left tackle. He's going to get to the 40-yard line. Actually, we're going to say he's down into the 40 to 39. That's right on the 40. So he's third down and 1 for the Chargers. Will be kind of in between the hashes. They're going from right to left if you're looking at your radio now. 11 minutes on the first quarter, counting on the clock. Wide receiver goes to the far side. That's Preston Payne. Wing back to the far side as well. Tight end on the near side. Split back's going to hand off to Miller. Going off right tackle. He's going to run off the 25, going to the 50, going to cut back. 15, 10. There's a step out of bounds. Yard line. Let's see where they're spotting. Yeah, that's the running lane. Went off right tackle and found a hole and got north and south pretty quick.
They did the shoulder into the inside, so we got the player turned in, pick up some extra yards on that cut.
The ball is on the 12-yard line, so it should be first and 10. Carter's had a man in the end zone, but he missed it. He could in the flats. He didn't see the tight end dragging in the back of the end zone. Then it was Justin Jenkins, and he was waving at him, telling him, "Hey, Carter, I'm right here." Ball falls incomplete. After slowing the ball on the 10-yard line, so it is second down and goal from the 10-yard line. Ball on the right hash. Move from right to left. Wide receiver to the near side. Wing back on the far side. Tight end on the far side. Split back behind Tyler Carter. He's going to roll to his right. Tries to throw the right to his left. Bounces it to his receiver. That's Wesley Neal. Bring up third down.
Brings up third goal.
Chargers offense, really a run-heavy offense, but two pass plays gets them a little third and long here on trying to get in the end zone.
Receiver to the near side. Split back's going to hand it off to, that's going to be Cenzo Miller. He's going to get to, I think that's Isaiah Connolly, and go reverse. It's going to bring up fourth down.
The way that
Fourth and goal, you're going to go for it.
the way that ball bounced around right there, I don't know if you saw the exchange, it looked like it was up in the air right there. I know he might have tossed it inside. I was just hoping not for a turnover right there.
21 Isaiah Turner on the carry for the Chargers.
Chargers going to go for it on 4th and goal from the 11.
2 yards on the play, brings up 4th and goal for the Chargers from the play.
Two wide receivers come to the near side. Split backs in the backfield. Half the box. Carter's going to end zone. Did he get in?
Allen's going to pass is complete to number 18.
Just short. Swing route out of the backfield.
Now Allen found at the 1 yard line.
This is a Miller. I thought he was going to tap into what his dad used to do and go over the top right there.
There was a lot of space right there. Just a couple Nettleton Tigers there. I thought he was going to split them, like I said, maybe go over the top right there, but ended up getting tackled right there as he went out of bounds.
That's where the youthfulness comes in right there. As you get a little bit older, you start smelling that end zone. You find a way to get in. Now Nettleton will have the football for their first offensive possession. They'll have it on their first down and goal, 1st and 10 from the 1 yard line, actually about the 2. They're going to go spread offense, 4 wide receivers, shotgun. Has a running back standing to his left. Going to hand it to him. Actually going to swing it out wide. Makes a catch at the 2. Makes an end at the 5. Going to get up to about the 15. That gives him more than enough room to operate right there.
Gets a call right there from the end zone. But that some space right here is there. Out from the shadows of the ball post. Pitch and catch right there for the Tigers.
Two wide receivers come to the near side. Number 11 is your quarterback. Isn't that number 11 down? I'm trying to see number 10. He's going to take the handoff and keep it. He'll go down at the 20-yard line. Follow on the play.
That's number 10, Graham Gordon on the carry.
I didn't say he went down. Let's go down to Chris Coleman on the sideline. What did you say?
Whitmore.
Chargers recover. I can't tell. Actually, I think Nettleton's going to have it, so we're going to say 3rd down. Another fumble right there. The Chargers missed opportunity to get on it.
It looked like a deal on the tackle right there. It looked like he was trying to strip it out and pull it out. He might have been successful. The Chargers were all going after it right there as it went out of bounds.
3 yards on the play, brings up 3rd and 8.
Aggressive play there by the Chargers.
So 3rd down and 8. Coming up for the Nettleton Tigers. They're going from left to right. Ball on the far hash. Runner in the shotgun takes a snap, looking to his right. Going to throw the deep out. And that'll be outstanding play right there for Andrew Johnson. The Choctaw County Chargers. He drove on that out route right there real hard. Knocked it away. Got his hand in there. Knocked it away at the last second. It's going to bring a 4th down and 8 from the 17-yard line. Chris White will actually come back for the Chargers and ready to see the Tigers stand at the 50-yard line. Now the Tigers. Kevin Smith, he's a freshman. Right side of his foot. Not a very good run. Chargers be in business right there. It's going to be 1st down and 10 for the Chargers.
Yeah, you gotta like that exchange right there by the Chargers. So the offense on that opening possession there was able to get all the way down to the 2, looking at this time to touch in the end zone.
Wing back to the near side, wide receiver to the far, end it off. Looks like Miller again on the carry off left
Number 18,
tackle.
the Central Hill on the carry for the Chargers. Brought down by number 61.
Second down,
Here's
8.
Scott.
Ball
This
in the
is
Nationals
number
about
2 on the play,
33
brings up
yards.
2nd and 8 for the Chargers.
Wide receiver goes to the far side. That's Preston Payne. Chargers going to be back in that high backfield again. Tight end to the near side, lean back to the near side, and hand it off to the fullback. And that's Tyler Holman. He's going to get off left tackle. They're down the outside and get into about the 25-yard line. Actually, that's going to be number 25. That is Elijah Lampkin.
For the Chargers.
Elijah and Tyler both have similar body types, and they're a very explosive run.
Here's Scott.
It's going to be first down and 10. They'll get a fresh set of markers over there.
Over again. 8 yards on that last play. We did up for a first down.
Ball on the near
Chargers
hash.
go at first and 10 for
Goes
the
another
25.
wing, tight end to the near side, wing back on each side. Fullback behind Tyler Carter, goes under center, wide receiver to the far side. Hand it off to Sinzo Miller. He's going to be tackled in the backfield for about a 2-yard
Number 18
loss.
to Sinzo Miller on the carry. The Chargers ball down to 61, Pierce Scott for the Tigers. Loss of 3 on the play, brings up 2nd and 13 for the Chargers.
Shelby match here with Colt Hunt and
Yeah, 61 right there. Pierce Scott, middle linebacker, senior from Nettleton, made the tackle for loss.
second down and 13, ball on the 27, effective hand off to Miller. Throw it to Justin Jenkins, but falls incomplete.
Lions
Ball
going
in
to
the
pass
NFL,
incomplete
down
on 17.
after that get on
Justin
Carter.
Jenkins incomplete.
High school ranks
Brings
not
up 3rd
near
and
enough.
13 for the Chargers.
Yeah, Carter got up as you could tell that one, felt that one a little bit as he let that one go. He got popped after he threw that one. Yeah, pretty much hard to play defensive line in the NFL right now. And dealing with the quarterback.
You're going to tackle the quarterback, you got to lay him on the pillow and everything. Wide receiver to the near side, wing back to the far, split backs in the backfield. Third down and 13, ball on the 27. Carter takes a 3-step drop. He's going towards the end zone. That's intended for the Mia. Falls incomplete. Going to bring up 4th down.
Quarter pass intended for number 8,
4
Brandon
down here.
Hill.
Too close to
Ball is
the
incomplete.
field goal.
Brings up 4th and 13 for the Chargers.
45, yeah, you're too far from the field goal. 6:07 to go here in the first quarter. We're knotted up at 0. The Chargers facing their second 4th down. He's needing possession. Felt like we could have came away with points that last possession. 4th and 13, 2 wide receivers, 1 on each side, split backs in the backfield. Carter going to heave one up. Pass intended for Miller and throws it out of bounds.
Quarter pass intended for number 14. The Chargers falls incomplete. The Chargers will take over
Their
on first and 10.
and able to pick up first downs, but just unable to convert first downs and get points. Is what they're doing. So the Chargers right here still 0-0. Chargers in a battle here.
Let's go down to Chris Coleman on the sideline. Chris, Chargers offense just having a hard time working on that 4th down. Nettleton on first down, fumbled the shotgun snap, and Graham Gardner, he jumps on it, but he's going to have to go to the sideline. He's dinged up a little bit.
Yeah, when opening drive that the Tigers had, he did try to run the ball as far as one time, but he definitely, when there was a linebacker or somebody approaching, sort of gave himself up and went ahead and went to the ground. But he's over on that far sideline getting checked out by his staff. Nobody else has had an attempt at it before the game as far as for Nettleton. Nobody else as far as shows up on the stat sheet has had a play at quarterback.
I bet head football football coach for Nettleton, Ken Tops. I bet he's got the Wildcat package in there, and it's probably what he's supposed to go into.
Yeah, I would think if I was guessing, I would say number 1 Johnson might come in there because lead playmaker, yards per play. But
they didn't call a timeout, did they? Tops is on the side line over conversing with his players. It's a timeout. You know, they started to play clock. 5:31 to go here in the first quarter. We're not up at 0. Four wide receivers, 2 on each side. Davis Oswald will come in, the sophomore. Throws a slant route complete to number 13. David Gillard, he gets to about the 42-yard line, pick up to about 15. How about the sophomore coming in goal, completing the first pass?
yeah, laid that one in there with 22 levels of the defense right there.
Number 4, put in corner on the top.
He's going to stay in there. Davis Oswald. He's listed as a sophomore, 5'11", 175.
Gain of 21 on that last play. Will be first and
Wide
10
receiver,
for
ball on the
Johnson,
international
42.
from left to right. Two wide receivers on each side. Shotgun formation, they'll hand it off to the running back, Pistol. He's going to be hit and drop for a 1-yard loss. And on that tackle will be a bunch of Chargers.
Number 30, Roger Patterson on the carry for the
Run.
Giants.
They're
They
dealing
bring
with
him on
that
the play, brings up 2nd and 10 for the Tigers.
second down at 10.
82 great cutters on that
Tigers
last stop for the Chargers.
Ball on the 42-yard line, in between the hash, going from left to right. Wide receiver, 2 on each side. Quarterback takes a sack. He's getting dropped. Quarterback sacked right there by Drayton Evers. Drayton Evers gets in there and drops the quarterback. Also, Tyler Baldwin was back there, and also number 45, Miguel Hernandez.
Yeah, pressure right there, all up the middle, right there. Couldn't step into anything. Once you get a couple plays like that, it's hard to find receivers down the field right there when you start looking around as far as looking for defensive linemen and linebackers coming at you. It's a great play there by that Charger defensive line. Also asking for the ball as the play clock goes down and set up a screen right here so it's not out. Well, comes up, makes the tackle right at the line of scrimmage. So no gain there on 3rd down. So we're 4th and 16 or 17 for the Tigers, and we're going to send out the punch here for the freshman comes back on here. See if he can capitalize as far as improve on last time's punch.
4th down and about 17, ball on the 35-yard line. Chris White stands at the 35-yard line. Snap at the back, it's a good snap. Put a foot in, it's a good punt. It will be fair call by Chris White at about the 7-yard line. Chargers will take over and they'll be on their own end of the field for the first time tonight. Maybe they just were too close. Their first offensive.
Yeah, so maybe this time as far as can get some yards and some points.
2:50 to go here in this first quarter. Charger offense comes out for the 3rd possession of the night. Haven't gotten any points yet. We're tied up at 0. Wide receiver to the near side, wing back to the near side. Carter goes under center, going to hand it off to the fullback. I think that's going to be Lampkin. He's going to pick up about 3 yards. Maybe 4.
And we did bypass the hit time. As far as I know, last week we still participated, but it was pretty warm, at least where we were.
Wide receiver comes to the near side. That's Preston Payne. Wingbacks on each side. Tight ends to the far side. Carter goes under center. Brings the man in motion. That's Miller. Going to hand it off to the fullback. He's going to be hit and dropped in the backfield.
Number 25, Elijah Minsky on the
Bring
field.
up 3rd down and 7.
Chargers have been third and long as far as when the way the offense, as far as you're going to have positive yards, as far as on each play, the negative play just puts you back almost behind the chains right there. So another third and long here for the Chargers.
Wide receiver to the near side, wingbacks on both sides. Hard out by Carter. Carter goes to the center. Gonna bring him in motion. Gonna hand it to. Didn't tell the number. He's hitting stop, and it's going to bring up 4th down and about 8. So the Chargers will have to punt this football away. And they'll bring their own freshman punter out on the field.
Thomas, the Middleton, the sophomore, leading tackler on the team, came up with the stick right there on Isaiah Connolly. Punt this football away. Good snap. Puts a foot in it. So knuckleball end over end punt. Going to take a Middleton bounce there at the 38. And that's where it'll be down. 30-yard punt, no return. 51 seconds to go here in this first quarter. This first quarter's flown by, guys. Coleman on the sideline. It's been a fast first quarter. Shotgun formation. Gardner back in at quarterback. Throws the quickly out to the left side. Second down, 10.
Ball down by number 9. Here's White.
Just White on the tackle.
Gain of 1 on the play.
There's a little difference in the play clock and the time here in the first quarter. We'll have to snap this one.
2 wide receivers to the near side, to the far. Quarterback takes the snap, moves to his left, throws it out, makes the catch over there on the far side. Can't throw the number, but they get on him and take out of bounds. Bring up 3rd down. To the near side, to the far, and get it off. Charger defense swallows the running back up there at the line of scrimmage, and that's going to do it for the first quarter. When we return, it'll be 4th down and 5 for the Nettleton Tigers. We're all tied up at 0. You're listening to Charger football. WFCA.
Ball down by number 23. Ryan Whitfield, number 57. Ryan Gallagher. No game on the road, winning up 4th and 5. The Tigers are now will bring the first quarter to a close with this score. Chargers 0, Tigers 0.
Good evening and welcome to Dale Davidson Field. The Choctaw County Chargers and the Nettleton Tigers doing battle in this Region 4 division matchup. The Nettleton Tigers looking for their first victory and trying to avoid elimination for their playoff hopes. The Chargers are looking to continue their winning ways in the division and secure the number 2 seed. Here, the Chargers kind of struck first, if you will, kicking the football off to start the game. They went with an onside kick and recovered it and got the ball all the way back down to the 2-yard line, but turned it over on downs. Couldn't get it in. Nettleton then on their next possession went 3 and out, punted away, and then the Chargers kind of got the ball back and drove it back to and turned over on downs inside the 35 yards for their second offensive possession, and then Nettleton with 3 and out again. And then the Chargers just right there before the end of the first quarter went 3 and out, punted away. So we're all knotted up in a scoreless ball game, 0-0 here at Devil Davidson Field. Back to Scotty G in the studio.
So Barner's back here on his 4th and 5. So he's in the long player back. He takes a snap. He gets pressure from the inside. He rolls to his right. He's tackled from behind. He throws the ball up. It's almost intercepted there by Lane. Neal, he comes up a little limping there, but almost made the interception there on the 4th down. So that was a win for the 4th down conversion. As they're short field, that's a call there by Nettleton, which we were talking about earlier. Chargers going to the own side, doing certain things that was outside their tendencies. So that's a play, but Charger defense stepped up.
Thank you, Chris. We got a lot going on up here as always. We've got the stream going. We're on radio and we're giving updates from another radio station. It's a lot. And Chris stepped in there and did a great job on the 4th down play. Chargers have the football. We're going to toss sweep it to Cinzo Miller to the right side. He's going to get to the line of scrimmage. Keep moving his feet after contact and gets to the 40-yard line. He's going to go about 4 yards. We see a lot of these freshmen tonight. We saw him after a full training table. He's still a little bit banged up coming into the ball game. Will be Tyler Hallman. He's a fullback. Going to bring up 2nd down and 6 on the 40-yard line. Wide receiver to the near side. Lean back that far. Timeout going to be called. Ben Ash is going to call a timeout. Lined up the way they wanted to. We'll take that timeout with them. Back in 1 minute. You're listening to Charger Football on WFCA.
Continuing with our sponsors. Miles Brick Contracting, Richard Dillon, Neighbors Home Center, New Creation, North American Gold, Northeast Exterminating, Old Time Clock Repair, Pete's Auto Parts, Iron Body Shop, Renaissance Bank, Shelly Sugar Shack, Southern Timber Products, Southern Red Hills
Is our
Operation,
sounding okay, Glenn?
State Farm, Burn Paris,
Heard anything? Got any feedback?
Tessie on Terry Group, John Rackerman, Fire Realty, Peace, Love, and Happy Faces, Weavers, and Zick. Once again, we would like to thank these sponsors for their generous contribution in support of Charger Athletics. That's number 30, Tyler Holman on the field for the Chargers. Brought down by number 4, Marcus Thomas.
Welcome back to Bill Davidson Field. 3rd down and 3 coming up after that 2nd down run by Tyler Hallman. About 4. It's the 3rd down and we'll call it a long 1 or short 2. Wide receiver to the far side, split backs in the backfield. We'll hand it off to Hallman. Ball right side on the 30, 25, 22, 15, 5. There it is. Touchdown Chargers. Tyler Hallman, 36 yards, off right tackle. 36 yards for the touchdown. Puts the Chargers up 6-0 here with 10:27 to go in the 2nd quarter.
Shoulder pad and everything's flapping as far as his jersey came off, but nothing stopped him from once he broke through that line of scrimmage there as he went in for the touchdown. The wild man.
The wild man, that's what they call it. Chargers shift the swinging gate over. Trace Beard comes in to try the extra point. Snap is back, the hold is down, the kick is up, and it is true. 7-0 is your score. Chargers lead 10:27 to go in the 2nd quarter. Back in 30 seconds with the kickoff. You're listening to Charger Football, WFCA. We're back here at Dale Davidson Field where the Chargers just took a 7-0 lead off a 36-yard run by Tyler Hallman. And the extra point was good by Trace Beard, and that's where we stand, 7-0. Now we're going to kick it off. High end over end kick, bounces at the 20, takes a Charger bounce. Outstanding kick, picked up at the 5-yard line. And flag is going to fly out inside the 10 on the what do they call it, crackback block. You can't do that anymore. They tackle it inside the 10. Let's go down to Chris Coleman. That's way on the other side of the field for me, Chris, and I'm getting old. I can't see. Where'd they get him? That's going to be a crackback block right there. But where'd they tackle the runner? 4-yard line. So you go half the distance from the 4. So Nelson's going to have the ball on the 2, would be my guess.
Well, a personal foul is going to be
the Chargers could not have asked for a better bounce on that kickoff. When they hit the ground at about the 20-yard line, it just rode up the sideline and stopped. And well, it didn't stop. It bounced up a little bit, and the runner picked it up on about the 5 of all places. That's right. So Middleton's going to have the ball on the far end of the field. They're going from right to left, ball on the far hash, 2 backs in the backfield, 4 wide receivers, 2 on each side. We got a safety over there? We do have a safety in there. Chris, tell me what you saw. He's selling that far side, looking for the C.
about 3 tackles for a 2-yard line in the end zone, and that will be a safety for the Chargers defense.
The Chargers are going to take a 9-0 lead after the safety. And now it's the whole confusion of where do you line up after a safety for the hot snow. It's something that's happened a whole lot at high school level, let's be honest. College, for that matter, but you don't see teams that they have to kick it off after a safety of about the 20. So it's one of those things, unless you got a sure enough kicker or a punter, usually you can punt it out of a safety, but you don't see that a whole lot in high school. Sure did. I will say it kind of felt a little bit awkward.
Number 20, Jackson Keith, will be on through kicking for the Tigers.
Nobody rushing at you.
Nobody rushing. Everybody's looking at you like, all right, big boy, you got to see how far you can kick it. And if you shank it, it's embarrassing. But you get over it. I did. 10:05 to go here in the second quarter. 9-0 is your score. The Chargers up. Now Middleton will have to kick off from the 20-yard line. Back deep to receive will be, I think that's going to be number 14, Raheem Ashford and Wes McNeil. They stand on about the 40. They kick it. It's a good kick. It goes over their head. They pick it up at the 20 and going to try to make a man miss. He's going to be hit and dropped. Penalty flags go flying in. I don't know if I can get out there. 22-yard line. Some of those guys keep kicking over your head. Back up, you can always come up. But it's a call. I don't know. Blocking the back goes against the Chargers as if it couldn't get any worse. Try to return it, and you got tackled at the 20-yard line. Now you got to back up to 15 yards.
On the run, and first and 10 for the Chargers from the 14.
First and 10 from the 14.
Really flipped the field right there on that play with the penalty and going over the head of the kick return team. But you're expecting good field position there after a safety.
This is the missed opportunity. Wide receiver to the near side. Going to hand it off. Looks like this is a middle. Left tackle, 20 through 5. Makes a cut at the 30. Now down to the 40. Down to the 45. Where he's tackled. Says he went down to the 42. Penalty flag at the 21-yard line. It's going to be another block in the back right there. Justin Jenkins.
Yeah, it had to be. It was what you might have been trying to explain the play. There, going back the Chargers up and happy.
I think he was trying to explain he was holding him when he turned.
It was downfield as far as the play, so it's actually going to bring it back since it was holding the curve downfield. So first again, 10, since it was right at the first down marker.
Stop 5. First down and 10 from the 14-yard line. Wide receiver to the far side. Split backs in the backfield. Going to bring a man, and that's going to be a wild man. He's going to go in the hand at 30, 35, and it's a touchdown. 50, 45, 40. He'll be tackled from behind. Gets down to the 32. The wild man, Holman. On the belly play, what we call belly play. Straight fullback dive, Chris. That's something you probably made your living on back in the day with similar results.
We end up had a lot of different plays right there as far as, I don't know if it always turned out like that.
Wide receiver to the near side, fullback behind Carter, actually halfback offset. I'll hand it off to the belly play again. This is going to be Lampkin going off left side this time. He's going to be getting dropped to gain about 2 yards. And Chris Coleman, I think the sideline's starting to pick up a little energy down there.
Where the Chargers brings up second and 8 from the 30.
Two wide receivers, one on each side. Chargers will be in the high backfield. Carter goes under center, going to take a 3-step drop, throws one to Akeem Masker, and he's going to be hitting drops for about a 3-yard gain. You can tell Akeem just can't cut very good on that name.
Go back to what you were saying earlier about the fullback. I want to say, as far as having a guy to play with the sons on the team, so if he played fullback and linebacker, it looks like he could get out there and play. As far as Chad Bird, I don't know if you see a guy going to the stands right there, but he might not have the speed of Holman going down the field, but he was definitely to pick up some yards in front of the fullback position for sure.
Two wide receivers break the huddle. We go one on each side, high backfield. Carter will go under center. Going to hand it to Lampkin going off left side. He's going to go fullback down. He'll pick up about 7 yards. That'll be enough for the first down. Gets to about the 20-yard line. 8:07 to go here in the second quarter. Getting inside the red zone again.
Gain of 8 on that last play will be enough for a Charger first down. Chargers will have it first and 10 on the 19.
Ball on the 19-yard line. High backfield again. Wing back to the near side. Hand it off to Holman again. Going off right side. He's get inside the 10 down to about the 11. I think the Chargers may have got away with one right there. As a wide receiver came off the side right before the snap. I think he had, maybe we didn't have 12 on there. We had 11, and the wide receiver just came off. Chris, hat mic in front of you. Did you see what happened? Two wide receivers go to the far side, wing back on the far side. Carter going to take the snap and roll to his right, run right into the defensive end. As quarterback, you've got to see that. If you're rolling to that side, you've got to see that. There comes a point where you say, okay, I can't get over the top of this guy. I stick my cleat in the ground and get north and south.
Yeah, that play right there on the straight rollout, it's a lot different than the other play where you sort of line and roll it, run real quickly as far as the other direction. You can get surprised by the defense doing, but that one there was right there in Carter's face right there as he rolled out.
Gonna bring up 3rd down 11, ball on the 21-yard line. Carter's having a hard time getting lined up. You're going to have to take another timeout. Preston Payne's going to come out there and Keith's lining up at wide receiver, and he's been out a couple of weeks, and I think he's having a hard time getting back in the groove. Let's take a 30-second timeout. You're listening to Charger Football, WFCA. That's making me nervous. There we go. Huh? On the stream.
All right.
Did you get the right mic?
Yeah, it was earlier.
Welcome back to Dale Davidson Field. We're
in the second quarter, 6:24 to go here in the second quarter. 9-0 Chargers lead. It's 3rd down and 12. Carter goes under center, going to fake the handoff, rolling to his right. Going to throw one up for Justin Jenkins at the goal line. And it's dropped. It's going to bring up 4th down, and it's decision time. I think you're in field goal range. I think they're going to go for it on 4th and 12 from the 21. Carter goes in the shotgun. Wide receiver to the far side. False start. Offensively, Chargers really struggling the last couple of plays. Chris, what's going on? Just communication breakdown?
It seems that everybody's not on the same page down here, guys, and I'm not sure what it is. You mentioned just a second ago about Rakeem looking like he was uncomfortable out there, and I watched him as he ran back on the field just a second ago, and he's still hobbling on that ankle.
Yeah,
so,
he's hobbling bad. I don't know if that I would put him back out there. I think we'll be fine the rest of the night. But anyway, 2 wide receivers to the far side, 1 to the near, shotgun formation. Going to heave one up again towards the end zone. Going to be knocked down. Just to throw it up for grabs in the end zone. Comes. If you catch it, good. If not, it was incomplete. So turnover on downs. So Nettleton will take over. Another missed opportunity inside the red zone for the Chargers. That's the 3rd one tonight, I believe. Guys, y'all can correct me if I'm wrong. Going to bring up 1st down and 10 for the Tigers of Nettleton on the 26.
Charger defense, don't want to jinx anything or say anything, but they've really been flying to the ball, it seems, so far in this first half, and have had several sacks and several tackles for loss.
You see 4 wide receivers. Gardner's going to take the snap, rolling to his right, going to heave one up to the big tight end. He's hit and dropped after about 11-yard gain. That'll move the chains on 1st down for the Tigers.
.6'3", 220 tight end.
Yeah, he's a big dude.
Right there. Yeah.
Big dude. He's a senior. Gardner breaks a huddle, 4 wide receivers. That's their main set, 4 wide, 2 on each side. Shotgun formation, handed off to the running back there is Garner. And immediately the Chargers are back there to make the tackle. It'll be 2nd down and 10.
Number 5 Hill thought he's sort of hanging out as far as on our sideline with the wide out there.
Yeah, he came to our sideline to the referee. I don't know if trying to make sure he was off. 2 wide receiver to the near side, 3 to the far. Gardner going to heave one up. Chris White there on the deflection. It falls incomplete, and it's almost a tip drill that went Nettleton's way, guys.
Very fortunate there, Glenn. When Chris tipped it up, it almost went right into the hands of the receiver down there.
So 3rd down and 10 coming up for Nettleton. This is a big 3rd down play for the Charger defense. You can hold them again, force them to punt this football away. And maybe can get things going again offensively before the half. You want to score another touchdown before the half, and you'll get the ball back also. 4 wide receivers, 2 on each side. Gardner takes a snap, looking to his right. Tip drill right there, and the Chargers are going to intercept it. That's Andrew Johnson with the interception off the tip. So the Charger defense comes up big on 3rd down. Now the Charger offense will come out. They'll have the football 1st down and 10 from the 44. And guys, I saw a different quarterback warming up on our sideline. I saw Connor Jewell taking some snaps out there. Will we see him this series? I think Carter's back out there. The Chargers are going to go in a little spread themselves. 2 wide receivers to the far side, 1 to the near. Carter will be in the shotgun, has running back standing to his right. Penalty flag's going to be false start. Is that on the wide receiver out there?
It does look like it is going to be on the wide receiver, Glenn. Every time I've looked over there, it seems to be him that's moving.
How does that happen, guys? I mean, wide receivers don't even need to know the snap count. Look at the football.
Got to be watching the football there every time.
So 1st down and 15, ball on the 40. Wide receiver to the far side. 1 to the near, brings a guy in motion. Going to hand it off to Rakeem Ashford. And you can tell he's running gingerly on that ankle. He picks up 5 on the jet sweep. That's a play he usually turns into 10 or more.
Yeah, he comes out on the sidelines right there, Glenn, but it might be the best thing right there is he's still limping.
So 2nd down and 10, ball on the 45. 4:28 to go here in the 2nd quarter. 9-0, the Chargers lead. Ball on the near hash, going from left to right. 2 wide receivers to the far side, 1 to the near. Carter brings McNeil in motion, going to hand it to him on the jet sweep. He goes off left tackle, still on his feet at the 50, 45, hits that far sideline, 35, 30, makes a turn, 20, 15, and goes out of bounds down around the 10.
You saw the burst right there as McNeil hit the sidelines, and it looked like nobody had speed as far as him on the Nettleton team right there on that as he beat everybody's angles and looked like he was going to make it all the way up the sidelines to get in for the Charger touchdown, but just stepped out of bounds right there, Glenn. So here's another 1st and goal.
1st and goal from the 8, and this is where the Chargers have got to get points. Wide receiver to the far side, wing back to the near, split backs in the backfield. Carter hands it off to the fullback, going off right side. He's going to get tackled after about a 2-yard gain, maybe a 1-yard gain there on that far end of the field. Hard for me and Chris to see, but we got Chris Coleman down there. And Coleman, what yard line is it spotted?
Guys, right back at the original line of scrimmage. We're going to be back on the 8-yard line.
So the 8-yard line. Bring up 2nd down and goal from the 8. Wide receiver breaks, goes on the far sideline. Split backs in the backfield. Actually going to be the I formation. Carter going to hand it off to DeCenzo Miller, going right up the middle. 5, touchdown, DeCenzo Miller Jr. Add 6 more, puts the Chargers up 15-0. 3:24 to go here in the 2nd quarter, pending the extra point.
About halfway in, Glenn had a pretty good contact as far as Miller did. Bounced off of the would-be tackle right there and picked up his momentum and went in for the score into the end zone. But great effort there by Miller to get the Charger touchdown.
Trace Beard comes in to try the extra point here at the 3:24 mark here in the 1st half. Snap is back, the hold is down, the kick is up, and it is good. 16-0 is your score. Chargers lead back in 1 minute with a kickoff. You're listening to Charger Football on WFCA.
Helping to build America and care for the land. It's Triple J Tie and Timber in French Camp. Offering services to landowners with timber on their property. Triple J Tie and Timber will buy standing or delivered timber. They can purchase your timber land, or they can thin your pine trees for maximum yield. Triple J Tie and Timber is at the old sawmill in Mill Springs between Ware and French Camp. It's Triple J Tie and Timber in French Camp. Call 662-617-0753 or visit their website at triplejtimber.com.
Do you like prizes? Do you like cash prizes? Well, if you said yes, and of course you said yes, then listen up. What if I said you had a great shot at winning a cash prize by simply filling out a short WFCA survey? Just log on to WFCA.fm and click on the WFCA survey link. The survey is a questionnaire about the station. I promise it is short, and you will be entered in the hat for several cash prize drawings. There will be 2 $250 drawings and 10 $100 drawings, but you have to complete the survey. Just log on to WFCA.fm.
Welcome back to Dale Davidson Field. 3:24 to go in the first half. Chargers just kicked off, but it went out of bounds. Isaiah Connerly kind of got too much foot in it, or too much of an angle as it goes out of bounds on the Chargers sideline. So Nettleton will have the football, first down and 10 from the 35.
Chargers been playing well on the defensive side here in the first half, looking for another stop here. But this spread offense, as far as, like you said, 2 wides usually each side and 1 back, it's really spread you thin.
4 wide receivers. They bring the blitz, and but he gets it off just in time, makes a catch out wide and tackled on that far sideline. Couldn't tell what number is that. Is that Brian Threadgill over there? Who is that? That's Miguel.
Yeah, Hernandez came out there to make the tackle on the flat. Good hustle play by him.
Because he's playing defensive end, isn't he?
Yeah. Stuff, yeah.
He made the tackle on the 1 wide receiver out wide. Wow. Talk about turning and running to the football.
Garner delivered the pass in the direction of the blitz right there, so good placement as far as to put the ball.
Yeah, 4 wide receivers, 2 on each side. Garner in the shotgun, takes a snap, rolling to his right. Going to look downfield, throws it back up the middle. Has a man, he makes a catch at the 10, 20, 15. The defender falls down, 5, touchdown, Nettleton. You got one rule, don't let anything get behind you. Yeah. And he got behind him. He looked inside just a little bit, and that allowed the wide receiver to get over the top of him. And Gardner threw a strike, so Nettleton gets on the board before the half. 16-6, 2:34 to go here in the second quarter. The snap is back, the hold is down, and the kick is good. Nettleton pulls back 16-7, 2:34 to go here in the second quarter. Back in 30 seconds with a kickoff. You're listening to Charger Football, WFCA.
Hey, Chris Robinson from Fair Propane here.
Coleman, what was the distance on that?
Are you tired of worrying
From the 35, so that'll be a 65-yard touchdown pass.
And it was caught by
Number 1, Derek Johnson.
All right.
Dedrick Johnson. He just cut back to the middle, guys. He was wide open.
Yeah, Chris got his eyes in the backfield and thought they had him. Welcome back. 2:34 to go in the first half. Nettleton just scored and kicked an extra point to pull within 9. 16-7 is your score. Chargers lead. Nettleton's ready to kick this football off. Back deep to receive will be Quez McNeil. A high kick will be fair caught by Chris White. And the Chargers will have pretty good field position. They'll have it 1st and 10 from the 39.
smart play by White as that one hung up in the air pretty good, and that was the right
absolutely.
play. So the Chargers have a little bit of time right here, 2:34. Came back last possession in the shotgun. Yeah. So
first down and 10 for the Chargers, 2:34. As you said, what will we do offensively? It's been a identity crisis there for the first half. Two wing backs this time, going to hand it off to the fullback. That's Tyler Hallman. He sticks his foot in the ground, 45, 50, 40, 35. He's dragging him like he's pulling tires, 30. Still on his feet, makes another one, getting off, 25. What an outstanding gutsy run by Tyler Hallman. The wild man.
You just love to see that effort right there from a player right there. And who doesn't want to block for that guy right there and help him out?
Absolutely. He hits the hole so hard from his fullback position. They run the belly right there, and he hits it like a jet. He's shot out of a cannon, and Muddy, he gets going. And right there, they jumped on his back about the 45, and he got another 15, 20 yards. Wide receiver to the far side. Ball on the near hash going from left to right. Carter goes under center, going to hand it off to DeCenzo Miller Jr. Going off left side. He'll hit a wall of Tigers over there, pick up about 1. Bring up second down and 9. Ball on the 25-yard, actually going to be on the 24. Be second and 9. 1:44 to go here in the first half. Clock counting. Starting to get inside the red zone again. You need to come away with points. Wide receiver to the near side. Of course, Nettleton's trying to dare you to throw the slant right here, I believe. Wing back on each side. Fullback behind Carter. Carter going to hand it off to, couldn't tell what number that was. That's going to be Isaiah Connerly. He'll pick up of about 1. Going to bring up third down. Chargers need to get another 3 yards to be comfortable about a field goal. We've seen the freshman hit a 35-yarder, and he's pretty consistent in practice, 35. He has hit some 40s in practice. Wide receiver to the far side, double wing, 1 on each side. Fullback, Connerly in motion. Carter going to roll to his right, actually to his left, and again runs right into the rush over there. And but he gets over the top of it and goes out of bounds. It's going to bring up fourth down. Where are they going to spot it?
Chris Glenn, looks like we're going to be spotted right at the 20-yard line.
33 seconds to go on the clock. It's 4th and 6. Ball on the 21, according to the scoreboard. Far hash.
Chargers have 1 timeout left.
2 wide receivers, 1 on each side. I backfield. Carter going to look to his right. Tried to throw a screen, and there was nobody to throw it to. Another 4th down. Guys, 4th down's just been awful.
4th down's been terrible tonight, fellas, and it seems every time we get to right at the red zone, we just fall flat.
So 28 seconds left to go in the half. Chargers turn it over on downs for the 3rd time tonight. And they still lead 16-7. It's one of those where you got to come away with points, guys. You need points.
And that one was one of the closer ones as far as right there had a possible, opportunity maybe to try a field goal as far as one of the other ones was.
You had two out of those 3 turnover on downs. Nettleton going to heave another one up the side. This one's going to be intercepted. There's Quez McNeil. He can catch it, and he's going to return it. 40, 35, 30. Picks up a block. 25, 20. Going to cut back at the 15. Goes out of bounds right there at about the 15. 13 seconds left to go, and that's what you needed right there. And Chris, that all took place in front of you down there. Get the band back.
We're scooting them back now, Glenn. We're moving them on back. He about come over here and join the band.
16-7 is your score. 13 seconds left to go in this first half. Chargers just got to great turnover, but you got to come away with points. They are holding a timeout in their pocket, so maybe if they run a play or two, they can stop it and still have an opportunity for a field goal. But hopefully we can get a touchdown right here. Two backs in the backfield. Going to hand it off to the wild man. He's going up the middle. He's going to be hit and dropped. He gets down close to the 10.
Guys are going to lose the football to a fumble. Fumbled it on about the 13-yard line, and Nettleton's going to take over.
Back-to-back turnovers right there. Just trying to pick up some extra yards right there and look like maybe a helmet. Hit the ball right there, and excellent. You know, Holman was fighting for some extra yards, but going to be a turnover right there.
Unfortunate right there. The wild man, he runs so hard, but every once in a while, you know, guys, he's over 100 yards tonight in this first half rushing. 7 seconds left to go here on the first half. 16-7, Charger lead. Nettleton's going to go with 4 wide receivers to the near side, and they'll go, guys, they're going to go with the old Hail Mary, I'm sure. Gardner will be in the shotgun. He's going to take the snap, look to his right, actually going to just throw it out wide. 3 seconds, and he goes out of bounds with 2 seconds left. They stop it with 1 second left, so there'll be one more play. And here's where you tell your safeties, guys, nothing gets in the end zone, okay?
And anytime we've had one that got behind Chris White, but typically we've been some ball hawks as far as the ball's been in the air. We had one tipped earlier that we didn't intercept that we could have. So these guys make our defensive secondary and usually make a play on the ball.
Going to swing it out wide to the fullback, and he hits Israel Whitmore out wide and bounces off of him. And the Chargers tackle him right there, and that's going to do it for the first half. And Chris Coleman, run down here and see if you can catch Coach Ashley. We'll get us a halftime interview, leading 16-6. You can conduct it there, Chris. Just kind of his thoughts on the first half. As we'll talk as you get in position, see if you can track him down. And you know, in the meantime, you know, the Chargers had opportunities. Go ahead, Chris.
All right, I got Coach Ashley here. Going to ask him, what do you feel about this first half?
I just feel like we're not playing up to our potential. You know, I mean, it's evident. I mean, we're not playing hard. We're not executing our assignments. I mean, the rule on the buck sweep is to block down, and we're kicking out. And I don't understand that because we've been doing that now for, you know, a long time. So we just got to clean some things up, play a little harder.
Thanks, Coach.
All right, that's Coach Ben Ashley with his halftime debut. As guys, Chargers lead 16-7 as we're here at the halftime. Your thoughts, Chris Threadgill?
Yeah, not as far as down as Coach Ashley right here as he's going into the locker room. Chargers have had some missed opportunities, have had the benefit of some excellent field position that weren't able to capitalize. And when we didn't have as good a field position, we went down the field and picked up some points. Mm-hmm. So you feel good as far as you didn't have things go your way the first half all the way, but you're up 9 points at home. Chargers hadn't 4-0 so far at home. Defenses gave up one big play. Besides that, you have to be pleased with how the defense have played. So you feel like as far as right here, the Chargers are poised to get something going on offense and come back here and have a heck of a second half.
Defensively, the Chargers have been stout all year long. It's just they've had some hiccups offensively, and tonight's no different. Turning over on downs 4 times, I believe. And 2 of them you definitely should have got points. You were in field goal range. You know, worst case scenario, you have an additional 6 and you're up 22-7. But again, I mean, you had the ball in the red zone again right there at the 10, and you fumbled. So I mean, that would have been another touchdown or 3 points either way. You know, you had an opportunity. This game should be over right now, but mistakes and effort is keeping Nettleton in it. Chris Coleman, your thoughts, and we'll go to the break.
Guys, I agree with everything that you're saying there, and I want to say something about number 7 for Nettleton. That's going to be Davis Oswald. He has been involved in a lot of different things tonight. He come in when we saw number 10 go out and was hurt. He come in as a backup quarterback, and he chased the wild man down on a couple of those plays, and he's just something to be dealt with tonight, the sophomore from Nettleton.
Absolutely. Well, guys, it's halftime. We're going to take a 3-minute timeout and come back. Actually, we're going to take a 2-minute timeout, come back, and we'll have SEC update. You're listening to Charger Football on WFCA.
Today's financial challenges may seem like
How long is SEC update?
in every direction. The team of professionals at Renaissance Bank is here to help you manage obstacles and
Hello?
risks. Across your goal line may call for tools other than checking or savings accounts or loans.
Station, how long is SEC update?
Or financial planning. Renaissance Bank has the team and the tools to help you. With our convenient location in Ackerman, Renaissance Bank, member FDIC.
Are you tired of being turned down by the other guys?
Turned down for what?
Come to Lindsay's Auto Sales because we will not turn you down for credit here.
Turned down for what?
Lindsay's Auto Sales, low down payments and low monthly notes. Kosciuszko and Akron.
17 minutes. Join WFCA Radio for a day of praise and worship, fellowship, food, and fun. It's our annual FM 108 Day in French Camp at WFCA Radio. Saturday, October the 20th from 10 a.m. until 4 p.m. Southern Gospel music performed live all day for free. Lunch served for free. And there will be arts and crafts vendors and a silent auction. Join us at 40 Nicklin Avenue in French Camp. That's FM 108 Day, Saturday, October the 20th, 10 a.m. until 4 p.m. here at WFCA. Come join us. Join WFCA Radio for a day of praise and worship, fellowship, food, and fun. It's our annual FM 108 Day in French Camp.
It's 17 minutes long. It's 17 minutes long. It's 17 minutes long. I don't know.
Just let it play out. There's nothing wrong. We have everything set up how it's supposed to be. Mm-hmm. Yeah. It was off. Or wait. No. I remember this mono's that's supposed to be off. Auto, that's off.
Turn volume up and volume 1. Turn them out mic, obviously. We take off, but mono switch down.
We didn't have the ground. We didn't have the ground. We didn't have the ball out.
This is going to be exciting.
This is an SEC update, an inside look at Southeastern Conference football. Hello, everybody. God bless you, and thank you for tuning in. I'm Jason Crowder, your host. Georgia scores 27 straight points between the hedges in Athens, and they never look back at an easy 41-13 win over Vanderbilt.
Moving to the left, play fake Fromm. He'll set up in the pocket, all kinds of time to throw, going deep. He's going for Godwin. Godwin is there, over the shoulder, catch at the 30, down to the 20, down to the 50, down to the 10. They tried to strip the ball. He stays on his feet. He avoids the man at the 3, gets into the end zone. Touchdown on a terrific finish by Terry Godwin.
The voice of the Georgia Bulldogs, Scott Howard, with a call from IMG. Coach Kirby, smart of the Dogs, spoke with Network TV about the win.
Really sloppy, not the kind of performance we need. You know, for us to grow as a team, we got to get better. And right now we got to challenge a lot of guys on our team to practice better, play better, and do some better things. We're not where we need to be at all.
The Mississippi State Bulldogs keep the Auburn Tigers out of the end zone, pulling away for a 23-9 win, a Coach Joe Moorhead's first SEC victory. And in the win, MSU quarterback Nick Fitzgerald breaks Tim Tebow's record as the all-time rushing yards leader by a quarterback in the SEC.
Auburn has all 11 men within 3 yards of the line of scrimmage on defense. Dedrick Thomas comes in motion from the slot. Snap back to Fitzgerald. He's got the 20. He's got the 15. He's going to walk into the board. Touchdown, Nick Fitzgerald. That's the dagger with 2:02 left. It's 22-9 State.
The voice of the Bulldogs, Neil Price, with the call from Learfield. Fitzgerald spoke with ESPN following the game.
It's huge. It's huge. A guy that a lot of people didn't think should even be in the SEC coming out of high school. Got the starting job. Bad through a lot of adversity. And, I have to give it all to my offensive line, honestly. Without them, I'm not running anywhere. So, it's a huge accomplishment for me, but, it's a huge compliment to them.
The Texas A&M Aggies shut down the Kentucky Wildcats offense and win with a walk-off touchdown from Travion Williams in overtime.
Mon, handoff, Williams right side, across the 10, to the 5. Travion Williams, up and over and in, and the Aggies win in overtime! Wow!
On the call, Andrew Monaco, the voice of the Aggies from Learfield. Travion Williams spoke with Network TV following the game.
I mean, it was extremely hard, but at the same time, we revert back to our training and go back to what we practice every day. We go back to what we practice, the fundamentals, and doing the little things. You got to beat the man in front of you and win your one-on-one, man. Kudos to my offensive line. Kudos to the defense. Everybody had a great game today.
Texas A&M gives the Wildcats their first loss of the season. The Florida Gators forced 3 turnovers in a back-and-forth affair, handing the LSU Tigers their first loss of the season, 27-19.
They've got Derek Dillon and D. Anderson, 2 receivers wide left. There's the snap to Burrow. Burrow dropping back, looking to throw, and fires it. Intercepted! Intercepted by the Gators! And it's run back down the sideline by Brad Stewart! How about Brad Stewart? He's got the first interception. Joe Burrow has had in his career. And the Gators get a pick 6. They got the ball. They got the lead. And a minute 45 to play in the game. Oh, my. This place, yes, indeed, it's an insane asylum.
The voice of the Gators, Mick Hubert, with the call from IMG. The Ole Miss Rebels overwhelmed the University of Louisiana Monroe Warhawks with a school record 826 yards of total offense en route to a 70-21 win.
Play action fake to Phillips. Down who throws. He's got Brown, and he turns back to his left and walks into the end zone. He caught it with 2 defenders on his back like he had eyes in the back of his head. Faked like he was going to break to the sidelines and broke back to the middle of the field, spun and walked in for a TD.
The voice of the Rebs, David Kellum, with the call from IMG. Head coach Matt Luke spoke with Network TV about the win.
We preached all week about consistency, and I thought Jordan played a great game. O-line protected well. Scotty ran the ball well, and I thought 7 for 7 in the first half. That was good. And then I was really pleased with Matt Corral in the second half. Did a good job running the offense. Kind of shocked me when he pulled it and ran it for 61 yards. But I thought it was good for him to get some experience.
The Alabama Crimson Tide rack up 639 yards of total offense to help secure a 65-31 victory against the Arkansas Razorbacks.
Tua Tagovailoa, the quarterback. He'll see Irv Smith go in motion to the left side. Josh Jacobs, play action fake. Throw on the slant. Judy makes the grab. Outraces everybody. Near sideline 30. 20 down the right sideline 10. 5. Touchdown Alabama. 60 yards. Tua to Jerry Judy. My goodness gracious. It happens instantaneously.
that better? Hello at the station? Can you hear me at the station? Hello at the station.
Hello?
There you are.
Okay, I don't know what's wrong.
I don't either.
I heard you did. We could, like, before the game started, it was fine, and then afterwards, it was like,
Oh. But we were still going on air?
yeah, you were going over the air.
Okay. All righty.
Okay, well, the SEC game has a minute and 30 seconds left. How much time do you want after that?
That'll probably be good. Just do a 1 minute ad, and then we'll be ready to rock. Okay.
Last week, but very experienced. Quarterback's experienced. The wide receiving core is experienced. They got 4 returning offensive linemen. You can see why that they are one of the
Chad Norris, the Ole Miss offense. Teams off this week, the Kentucky Wildcats and the Mississippi State Bulldogs. Let's take a look at the SEC standings in the East. As I mentioned, Georgia leading the East with a 4-0 record, followed by Kentucky at 3-1. So finally, Georgia has shaken the Wildcats to claim the top spot in the SEC Eastern Division. Georgia has the Florida Gators that are tied with Kentucky for second place with a 3-1 mark. Alabama leading the SEC West. Yeah, that goes without saying. They're 3-0, followed by LSU, who's in second place, and Texas A&M tied with the Tigers with both 2-1 records. Let's look around the Southeastern Conference on SEC Update. I'm Jason Crowder reporting.
Make it a 2-minute break.
Join WSCA Radio for a day of praise and worship, fellowship, food, and fun. It's our annual FM 108 Day in French Camp at WFCA Radio. Saturday, October the 20th from 10 a.m. until 4 p.m. Southern Gospel music performed live all day for free. Lunch served for free. And there will be arts and crafts vendors and a silent auction. Join us at 40 Mecklin Avenue in French Camp. That's FM 108 Day, Saturday, October the 20th, 10 a.m. until 4 p.m. here at WFCA. Come join us.
Coleman Funeral Home of Ackerman is a proud supporter of Choctaw County Chargers and French Camp Panther Athletics. Coleman Funeral Home knows and understands that family is the tie that binds. From the most joyous greetings to the most heart-wrenching farewells, these are the moments that color and define our bonds as family. Before, during, and after, Coleman Funeral Home stands ready to serve our home and surrounding communities during the most difficult times you may face. Coleman Funeral Home, our family values for your family needs. 662-285-6628.
You got a minute.
Today's financial challenges may seem like 300-pound linemen coming at you in every direction. The team of professionals at Renaissance Bank is here to help you manage obstacles and risks. Getting across your goal line may call for tools other than checking or savings accounts, or loans, tools of insurance, investment, or financial planning. Renaissance Bank has the team and the tools to help you. With our convenient location in Ackerman, Renaissance Bank, member
Get me a Propel.
Having trusted
One of
medical
those.
care by
I want a Propel.
it can actually be vital to your family's health. Driving to a hospital or clinic out of
I don't
town,
care.
sitting in the lobby is unacceptable. Luckily,
All right, bring
we
it
have
back when you can.
right next to the hospital in Ackerman.
All right, good deal.
Local medical providers at Choctaw Medical Clinic are ready to serve all of your family's non-emergency medical needs. Call Choctaw Medical Clinic to schedule an appointment or just drop by. Walk-ins are always welcome.
Welcome back to Dale Davidson Field. Nettleton just going to kick it off. High end-over-end kick will be fair caught at about the 32-yard line by Chris White. The Chargers will take over for their first offensive possession of the second half. It'll be first down and 10 for the Chargers on the 31-yard line. Ball will be on that far hash. Wide receiver to the near side. Split backs in the backfield. Behind Carter. Goes under center. Takes a snap. Going to hand it off to the wild man, who's going to break a tackle and get to the 35. And will be down. I think he's going to get about 6 yards. Good run. Hard run by Hallman. Penalty flag on that far side. Let's go down to Chris Coleman down on the sideline. That's on that far side. What is that?
Well, it's going to be a hold on the offense. Chargers had a hold right off the line there as the wild man was running through. So going to be a hold on the Chargers.
So Chargers with a penalty flag on the first play of possession. First play of the first possession of the second half, that is. Wide receiver goes to the far side. Wing back to the near, tight end to the near. I backfield behind Carter. Carter's going to take the snap, hand it off to DeCenzo Miller out of the eye. He's going to make a man miss. The 40, 45, down to the 49. So DeCenzo Miller Jr. takes the handoff on the left, actually on the right side, right tackle on a little power play there and gets behind those blockers and picks up about 12, 13 yards. It'll be a first down. Ball just shy of midfield, 49-yard line. It'll be first and 10 from the 49.
Great burst of speed right there as far as got stumbled up a little bit, was still able to keep his composure and balance right there and pick up several extra yards.
Double wing back, one on each side. Fullback, that's Calvin Talley. Going to hand it off to Miller, going off left tackle. This time makes another man miss. They're going to have him. He's going to gain about 3 yards, but he breaks loose. And there he goes forward. And, buddy, I've seen that before. He gets to the 40-yard line. They had him at the 50, guys. And then somehow he squirms loose and gets 10 yards. A gain, let's see where they spot him. I'm going to say his knee went down, so he got a gain of about 9.
Yeah, out of nothing right there as far as always going to be a short gain right there and sort of stop for nothing. And like you said, squirm was a good the way to describe that is he just broke loose right there and was able to almost pick up the first down.
So second down and 1. Wide receiver comes to the near side, and that's Rakeem Ashford. Carter goes under center. High backfield. And a timeout's going to be used by timeout on the field. We'll take a timeout with them. Back in 30 seconds. You're listening to Charger Football on WFCA.
On approval, your check will be ready. So stop stressing and give us a call at 662-285-3268. Ackerman Finance on Highway 15 North in Ackerman, where you get the cash you need and without all
5 seconds.
Serving you is what we do best.
We're back. The Chargers have the football. Second down and 1. Ball on the 42. Wide receiver comes to the near side. Ball on the far hash going from left to right. I backfield. Wing back to the far side. Tight end to the near. Carter going to reverse out and hand it to the wing back coming on the inside handoff. And he's going to pick up about 4 yards, get down inside the 40, down to about the 38. And it'll be first down and 10 from the 38 for the Chargers. So first down and 10 from the 38. Quez McNeil will check in for Rakeem Ashford. Rakeem been used more as a decoy out wide tonight, as he's got a hobbling. He's been hobbling around on that left ankle. Wide receiver to the near side, wing back on each side, fullback. Miller comes in motion. Now Carter going to roll to his right. Has Miller in the flat and just overthrows it. So it falls incomplete. Second down.
Miller has a little hobble to him as he goes back to the huddle as well on that, as he stretched out for that ball and rolled into the sidelines.
That was one, if he completes that pass, all he's got to do is play catch with him. He completes that one, guys, and DeCenzo Miller has the ball in space at the 30-yard line, and he'll make some people look foolish. Second down and 10 from the 38. Carter going to hand it off to the fullback on the belly play. That's Lampkin. He's going to be hit at the line of scrimmage, going to bring up third down from about the 38. So 3rd and 9. For the Chargers. Ball on the 38. .9:31 to go on the clock in the third quarter. Wide receiver to the near side, one to the far, I backfield, going to hand it off to DeCenzo Miller Jr. He's going to go up the middle, still on his feet at the 30. Going to be just shy of the first down, and it is 4-down territory right there. How close is he, Chris?
He's going to be about 1.5 yards short, Glenn. He's going to be right there at it. It can be fourth down.
Ball probability kicks in at some point here for the Chargers.
Yeah.
You go far enough on 4th down, you're going to
got to get it sometime. Wide receiver to the near side, I backfield, going to hand it off to DeCenzo Miller Jr. He's going to be hit, and it won't be this time. Turnover on downs. Nettleton will have the football unless I'm badly mistaken. Chris, he was short, wasn't he?
He was short, guys, and that was going to be number 42, Timothy Clayton, on the stop there for Nettleton. He just met Miller right in the middle and just brought him down.
So another turnover on downs. What's that, the 4th or 5th time tonight, turnover on downs? Guys, do y'all know?
It's going to be pushing 5, I do believe.
Yeah. 4th down's been absolutely atrocious. Looks like are they trying to measure it?
I think the coaches maybe were asking for a measurement.
Okay. Why not? Let's take a 30-second timeout. We'll be back in 30 seconds. You're listening to Charger Football on WFCA.
Do you like prizes? Do you like cash prizes? Well, if you said yes, and of course you said yes, then listen up. What if I said you had a great shot at winning a cash prize by simply filling out a short WFCA survey? Just log on to WFCA.FM and click on the WFCA
15 seconds.
The survey is a questionnaire about the station. I promise it is short, and you will be entered in the hat for several cash prize drawings. There will be 2 $250 drawings and 10 $100 drawings, but you have to complete
I'm going to say
survey.
4 with the turnover on earlier.
Just 4. Okay.
Welcome back. Nettleton has the football after the turnover on downs, and Gardner's going to hand it off right there. And the Chargers defense is going to hit the running back in the backfield. That running back's number 26. That's Ladarius Pounds, and Pounds met the pounds of the defensive line from the Chargers. Bring up 2nd down and 10.
Chargers just can't give up the big play as far as got to play everything in front and make the Tigers go down the field and not give up big chunks of yards.
Nettleton breaks the huddle. 4 wide receivers, 2 on each side. Shotgun formation with pistol behind him. Takes the snap, going to throw the slant intended for number 13 there on the pass breakup. Israel Whitmore will bring up 3rd down and 10.
Fellas, we've seen him throw that slant pass about 3 times tonight to number 13 out there, and he's been successful a couple times on that.
Going to bring up 3rd down and 10.
That ball was just tipped up in there. It always seems like it doesn't stay up tipped up as long as when the Chargers are on defense as maybe on offense.
That's
as well.
right. 4 wide receivers, 2 on each side. Quarterback takes a snap, rolling to his right. Still running to his right. Going to look downfield, throws one up for grabs, and it's in and out of the hands of the would-be receiver. Will bring up 4th down, and Nettleton's going to have to punt it away.
Yeah, Johnson right there, number 1, was going to be able to pick up the first down if he makes the catch right there. It looked like it hit him right in the numbers, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. Johnson had the big 65-yard touchdown reception in the second quarter.
Punter comes out, takes a snap. It's going to high wobbly kick off the side of his foot. It's going to take a Nettleton bounce there at the 45, but it's going to be about a 13-yard punt. So the Chargers are going to have outstanding field position if they can do something with it. Guys, it's one of those things where you've got opportunities, you just got to capitalize.
Yeah, the Chargers right there didn't get inside the red zone, got down to the 29 right there. It didn't sort of stalled out, but it's been the theme offensively tonight is just really not able to convert very many first downs, and when it gets inside the red zone, just sort of plays out.
High backfield, Carter's going to hand it off to Tyler Holman. He's going to bounce it to the outside at the 40, and they're going to jump on his back and gets to the 30-yard line. So he'll pick up about 15 yards on that carry. Holman's been a workhorse tonight, man.
He has been.
And when you see guys trying to almost try to tackle him like they were right there, as far as you know, he's running very hard because you were looking for almost like a horse collar penalty or somewhere trying to tackle him from behind right there as he's just fighting for every yard.
Mm-hmm. It's like he's pulling tires, guys, when they jump on his back that way. He just keeps it going. Wing back on each side, going to hand it off to DeCenzo Miller. Actually, going to hand it off to Tyler Holman again. He's going up the middle. He gets to the 35. Hard yards again. He'll go down just about let's say the 25 rather than 35. I'm sorry. So he's going to pick up another 5 yards. His yardage is racking up. Rakeem Ashford checks in at wide receiver to the near side. Split backs in the backfield, wing back on the far side. Carter's going to throw a hitch route to Ashford. Ashford's going to get tackled there at about the 18. So that'll be enough for the first down, I believe, isn't it, Chris Colvin?
It is going to be enough. Rakeem caught the ball at 20, gained another yard or so after the catch, so it's going to be a first down.
So first down and 10 from the 19. Chargers need to punch this one into the end zone. Wide receiver to the near side. Wing back on each side. Fullback Tyler Holman behind Carter. Going to hand it off to the fullback. And that was on Holman right there. He's going to pick up about 4 hard yards, guys. But he tried to bounce the short trap to the outside, and he had the lane back to his left. He got greedy.
It's had some success bouncing out to the side right there, but like you said, Glenn, looked like there was a lane right there for him.
Yeah, he cuts that back to his left, and he probably walks into the end zone. Going to bring up second down and 6. He still picked up 4, but it was 4 he had to get on his own. Lampkin comes in to relieve Holman. Going to hand it off to Lampkin on that short trap, and he stays in there behind it. He'll pick up about 2 yards. It's going to bring up third down. It'll bring up third down and about 5. Ball looks to be on about the 13-yard line. Ball on the near hash. 5:05 in the third. Wide receiver to the near side. Wing back on each side. Fullback behind Carter. Carter under center. Goes the wrong way. busted play, and it's going to bring up 4th down. And let's see what the Chargers do. I think if I'm 0-4 on 4th, I may try something else. 4th down right here from be 4th and 2.
Looks like they're calling in a play right here to go for it, but Carter just turned to his right to do the hand it to his fullback, and the fullback was right, but went behind him, went to the left, so just a busted play right there.
Wing back to the near side. Now they're going to shift everybody to the left. Carter goes under center. Throws the hitch. It's caught. They convert a 4th down, and it's a touchdown.
They're Preston Payne on the reception for the Chargers.
Try again, and you'll get one, and that was a touchdown. That is a 12-yard touchdown pass to Preston Payne on a 4th and 2. They convert on 4th down. It's been a tough down for the Chargers tonight, and they get it right there. 22-7 is your score. 4 minutes left to go here in the third. Trace Beard will come in and try the extra point. Snap is back. Kick is up, and it is good. 23-7 is your score. Chargers lead. Back in 30 seconds with a kickoff. You're listening to Charger Football on WFCA.
In order for the business to keep growing, you have to keep investing.
Region's Next Step project is helping real customers like Eddie confidently
Boys,
take their
that was
next
good to see right there.
life.
Huh?
That was good to see on the
Took a lot of years.
Yeah.
And just worked hard, but Regions never gave
15 seconds.
Ready to take your next step? Visit regions.com/nextstep.
Well, we're in a great place. We're ready to take our next step.
Regions Bank. Member FDIC. Paid appearance by an actual Regions customer telling his real story.
Welcome back to Dale Davidson Field. Your Chargers get on the board again in the for the first time in the second half on a 12-yard touchdown pass from Tylen Carter to Preston Payne. Extra point was good. Puts the Chargers up 23-7 here with 4 minutes to go in the third quarter. Now Isaiah Connerly will tee the ball up at the 40-yard line, and it's going to go a low line drive off of a Nettleton player, I believe. So as it goes out of bounds, it touched a Nettleton player. So actually, they throw the penalty flag. I thought it touched one of the Nettleton players.
Yeah, it looked like it might have about the 35 or yard line as it was angling out of bounds, that low line driver.
Well, anyway, that's going to give them good field position. Ball at the 35-yard line. First down and 10 from the 35 for the Nettleton Tigers. I don't know what the confusion is. Let's go down to Chris Coleman. What's taking so long
Fellas,
down
Nettleton's
there?
going to have to call a timeout. They didn't have but 8 seconds left on the play clock as they were coming to the line to get set. So it did look like they were confused, and they had a guy run a play in as they were coming up to the line, but they only had 5 seconds left at that particular point in time, so they called a timeout.
All right, well, let's take a timeout with them. Back in 30 seconds. You're listening to Charger Football on WFCA.
Your friends and neighbors at Red Hills Mine in Ackerman are proud to be a part of North American Coal. Have you ever wondered what coal production does? They market and supply coal for use in power generation to bring you safe, reliable energy for your home or business. At North American Coal, safety is their top priority, and they're an industry leader in mining safety. They're also committed to protecting and enhancing the quality of the environment. A message from North American Coal and the Red Hills Mine, proud to be a part of Ackerman and the state of Mississippi.
Welcome back to Dale Davidson Field. Nettleton has the football. It's first down and 10 from the 35. 4 minutes left to go here in the third. They're going to toss sweep it to the running back. He's going to be hit and dropped for about a 4-yard loss. We'll call it a 5-yard loss. In on that tackle is going to be number 10, Israel Whitmore, and we've seen him show up tonight.
Yeah, came up right there on the good high tackle right there and wrapped up as far as right there on that last play of the first half. Came up with a big hit but didn't wrap up as far as like what you would like to see. But the fullback, whoever caught that one at the last play, was really slow to get up. But he's had some bruising hits out there tonight.
So second down and 15 for Nettleton. Play clock inside of 5. 2 wide receivers, 1 on each side. Takes the snap. Is the quarterback rolling to his right. Going to be chased out of the pocket. He's going to take a shot right at the line of scrimmage. I couldn't tell who delivered the blow, and Charger over on that side is a little bit slow to get up. Can't tell who that is.
It's going to be 52.
52, that's going to be Dre Metters. And he's knocked a little woozy right there, guys.
Yeah, he's not sure exactly where he's at the moment there, guys. He number 10, quarterback from Nettleton there, as he was running out to the side, boy, he met a whole host of Chargers on that far sideline.
So Dre Metters will come to the sideline. I would imagine being the concussion protocol. And he'll go to the side over here, and our outstanding sports medicine program, Charger Care, will take care of him over here on the sidelines. Coach Corey Locke and his staff, student staff there, will take good care of him. Student trainers and stuff there do an outstanding job. Screen pass to the near side. That's going to be caught, but the Chargers are going to have him. They're going to pick up maybe 5 yards, get back to the original line of scrimmage. They're going to bring up 4th down and 10. And Nettleton will have to punt this football away. 2:15 to go in the third quarter. The Chargers have an opportunity to go for the throat here on this next offensive possession. 4th down and 9. Chargers are going to send 2 back to receive the punt from the freshman. Low snap. Puts his foot in it. It's a good knuckleball, and Chris White will fair catch it at the 25, actually 26-yard line. So the Chargers will have the football. 1st down and 10 from the 26.
Sort of like you were talking, Glenn, go for the throw to sort of like the old Mortal Kombat finish him.
Finish him.
Yeah, it's right here.
Come here. Yeah, you gotta knock them out when you can. And the Chargers had the opportunity in the first half to knock them out. I mean, the JV ought to be on the field right now, as the Chargers should be up 35-0 or 40-0. Ample opportunities. Just gotta find that killer instinct with this bunch. Wide receiver to the far side, eye backfield. DeCenzo Miller going to take the handoff, going right up the middle of the formation. Gets to the 35. He'll pick up about 8. That's good blocking on the 0 lead right there. Because heck, he got to the 35-yard line before he was even touched. He'll pick up 10. They give him a gain of 10 on the 1st down.
And really, the defense, the Tigers right there, really crowding the box. Everybody's inside there. It's real congested right there. So
I formation again. Going to hand it off to Miller, going off left side this time. He goes left tackle. Gets to the 40-yard line. A pickup of about 3. And they'll stop him right there.
Everybody's starting to get a little chippy.
Penalty flag comes raining in. That'll probably, I would think, be offsetting, but knowing the luck that we've had, yeah, both teams, it was offsetting. This is a pretty good crew, guys. I mentioned it earlier in the night as we were first coming on. This crew, I don't say this about a lot of crews. This is a good crew. This was a crew that my uncle was on for many, many years. And he passed away earlier this year, a tragic accident. And this crew misses him severely, but they've always done a good job, consistent job. Handoff to the Wild Man. He's going to be hit in the backfield. He's going to put him on his back. Guys, they had him for a 4-yard loss, but he fought his way to a 1-yard gain.
Yeah, he's had a heck of a game tonight. Heck of effort and stuff.
So 3rd down coming up for the Chargers. Ball on the 41. Need to come out with something here on 3rd down. They put Calvin Talley in. He'll go in at fullback, and you know he's going to be the blocker. Chargers are probably going to let the clock run out for the 3rd quarter, and that's exactly what they are going to do. So the end of the 3rd quarter, 23-7 is your score. Back in 1 minute, we'll have the 4th and final quarter here at Dale Davidson Field. Your Chargers lead 23-7. You're listening to Charger Football on WFCA.
Helping to build America and care for the land. It's Triple J Tie and Timber in French Camp. Offering services to landowners with timber on their property. Triple J Tie and Timber.
Welcome back to Dale Davidson Field. At the end of the 3rd quarter, the Chargers lead 23-7. They scored at the 4-minute mark in the 3rd quarter on a 12-yard touchdown pass from Tommy Carter to Preston Payne. And the PAT was good.
Welcome back to Dale Davidson Field here. Fist getting ready to start here the 4th quarter. Chargers in lead 23-7. As far as it's been a game, as far as the Chargers here have had offensive woes a little bit as far as on 4th downs especially, and just unable to capitalize. And just one of the nights as far as the Chargers have managed, as far as had some big plays, as far as Tyler Holman, we mentioned him, as far as from the fullback. Running back position has made several big plays for the Chargers. Been outstanding effort. So Chargers are back on the field here for a 3rd down play.
3rd down and 6, ball on the 41-yard line. Wide receiver to the far side. They're going from right to left. Going to hand it off and then reverse to Isaiah Connerly, and that's been a tough play tonight for the Chargers. That's usually one of their token big yardage plays, and the Chargers are going to have to punt it away on 4th down. Ball on the 40-yard line. Trace Beard will have to punt this football away, try to flip the field. Back deep to receive will be number 1, Dedrick Johnson. He's a junior, 5'10", junior. Ball will be on the 40. Low snap. Trace puts his foot in it. It's going to be a line drive kick, takes a Charger bounce and gets to the 20-yard line. That's where they'll down it. He kind of took his time on that one, but he got it out of there. So he gets it down to the 20-yard line. Actually, they're going to say he stopped it at the 22. So Nettleton will take over 1st down and 10 from the 22-yard line. So a 38-yard punt, no return. Net of 38 yards.
So right now, Chargers still in a 2-possession game here, is only leading by 16. So we're still calling on this defense to make a stop.
3 wide receivers to the near side, 1 to the far. They're going to throw it to the 1 receiver side. He makes the catch on that far sideline. Goes out of bounds right there at the sticks. That's a 1st down. Move the chains. 11:04 to go in this ball game. Two wide receivers to the near side, 1 to the far. And they're going to bring wide receiver over to the near side, so make 3 to the near side, 1 to the far. Shotgun, pistol formation. Gardner takes a snap, looking to his right, now going to roll to his right, finds his safety valve, number 13, makes the catch at the 40, and the Chargers will go tackle him at the 45. And They had everybody covered. But 13, he's slow to get up. Looks like maybe an ankle or something, so he'll have to go off the side of for a play. That moves the chains again. And Nettleton, I would guess, guys, they haven't had 5 first downs all night.
Yeah, just had that. I mean, the one big play as far as for the touchdown, but as far as being able to move down the field, you're probably right.
So first down, they got one right then. It'll be first down and 10 from the 44. 2 wide receivers to the far side, actually 3 to the far side, 1 to the near. Gardner takes a snap, rolling to his left. Going to heave one up, in and out of the hands of the would-be receiver. He just dropped it. They've had some of that tonight, but not just a whole lot. Charger defense has been pretty good against the pass.
Yeah, and I think the Charger defense has played pretty physical, so a lot of times when you're making hits after the catch and different things, you get to looking around as far as who's coming to hit you as you try to catch the ball and make you, drop one as well. But we've seen that on a couple of occasions, the Nettleton wide receivers core not able to help out the quarterback, Gardner.
3 wide receivers to the far side, going to throw it to the inside receiver, makes a catch, and they're going to get him out of bounds.
Good play right there as McNeil came back, was dropped back about 10 yards back as far as on the snap of that from his cornerback position, but came up and saw that and read it perfectly and met pretty much for a short gain right there and with the solo tackle.
I tell you what, 3rd down and 7. Guys, we've seen tremendous corner play from Quez McNeil. He's made some tremendous plays. Like right there, he was back 10 yards and then came up so quick on that bubble to make a tackle. 3rd down and 7. Here we go. Gardner takes a snap. He's going to be flushed out of his pocket to the right. He's still on his feet. Makes a man miss, and flipping him up is Caleb Nichols. As he's upended right there as he gets across the midfield. It'll bring up 4th down and 3, or actually 4th and 2. We'll call it a long 2. Ball on the 48. They need to get to the 44. Actually the 46, I'm sorry. So they need 2 long yards. And they're obviously in 4-down territory. Charger defense right here has an opportunity to stop them. 3 wide receivers to the far side, 1 to the near. Takes a snap, looking to his left. Going to run the quarterback out of there again. A penalty flag may come in there at the 50-yard line. Depending on the spot right there, Chris, I don't know if you can see. That's going to be holding against the Tigers, but it's one of those you check the spot.
That's exactly right, Glenn. It is going to be a hold. I think they're going to call for a measurement, and we'll see exactly what happens after this measurement. But it was going to be a hold that happened right as the quarterback had come around the corner. It looked like he was about to break free.
Yeah, the outside linebacker came on a blitz right there, and they did a good job picking it up. The Tigers did, and turned that player in and was able to have a little bit of loss contained right there on the outside, and Garner was going to be close to picking it up. We'll see as it gets stretched out here.
All right, looks like he had enough for the first down, so the Chargers will take the holding penalty, and that'll back them up and replay 4th down. So they'll replay 4th down, and I don't know that Nettleton will keep the offense on the field, or what do you think?
Guys, it'll be interesting to see what they do here. If you remember in the first half, they were about this same position in the field when they went for that 4th down, and the Chargers held them and kind of swung the momentum as we got the ball back. So it'll be interesting to see what they do here.
So 4th down, and looks to be about 14. Ball on the 39-yard line. They'll call it. The freshman punter back out there. That's Evan Smith. He sticks a foot in it, high end-over-end kick will be fair caught by Chris White. The Chargers will take over, first down and 10 from about the 35-yard line. 8:57 to go in the ball game. Chargers lead 23-7. It's been a pretty uneventful 23-7, I would say.
Yeah, no scoring first quarter. Most of the scoring of the game was done in the second quarter. Here this second half, one scored by the Chargers there in the third quarter, but really just nobody just stepping out as far as and just busting this one open as we were hoping the Chargers would capitalize a couple times, and if they were able to convert inside the red zone, could have possibly done, put this game away.
Carter goes under center, going to hand it off to the fullback. That's Tyler Holman. He comes out of that mass of humanity. He'll pick up about 5 yards. They had him right there at the line of scrimmage, but somehow he's such a hard, dynamic runner. Nothing flashy, just hard running.
He keeps those feet moving every single time, Glenn. And, he carries 3 or 4 guys on his back every time he runs the ball. So he just keeps those feet moving and drives and drives and drives.
Talk about playing behind your pads right there as far as really plays downhill.
Tyler Hallman was our WCBI Athlete of the Week a couple weeks ago. If you hadn't seen that, check that one out. That's a good one. They hand it off to Senzo Miller. They're going to hit him in the backfield. Going to bring up 3rd down and 5. The Chargers not careful. They're going to have to punt this football back out of there. 7:48. Counting on the clock. Ball in between the hashes on the 39. Two wide receivers, one on each side, I backfield. Senzo Miller Jr. dots the I. They throw the hitch route out wide to Rakeem Ashford.
Yeah, Ashford just doesn't look like himself right there as far as ball was not. It was very catchable right there for Ashford, and that's a play that he normally makes. And just like you said, a couple maybe earlier as far as out there for decoy, but he ended up had the opportunity to pick up a.
Yeah, that's one. You're a senior. You
Yeah.
got to catch those. I mean, it's just one of those. You got a sophomore quarterback who, that was a good throw. You just got to catch that one. Now they're calling for the freshman to punt it out of here. Ball is on the 40 again. Trace Beard will punt it. It's a low snap. He gets it. And he gets his foot into it. He's going to take a Charger bounce, outstanding Charger bounce inside the 20 down to the 14, 13-yard line. So Trace Beard picks up that low snap, puts his foot in it, and flips the field for the Charger defense.
Yeah, it came in as far as really did a good job fielding it to start with, Glenn, and had some pressure there in his face and put a good kick on it. Had that top spin a little bit, took a good bounce right there. And
48-yard punt, no return. That'll work. Ugly but effective.
I'll take it any day.
We'll take it.
So, yeah.
That was a good job. A low snap, it bounced back to him. He had to go into shortstop mode and get it out of there, and they were coming. So good job by the freshman. 3 wide receivers to the far side. They're going to throw the bubble screen out wide over there, and they tackle him at the line of scrimmage for about a 3-yard loss. And Gardner's going to pick himself up off the ground again. And I tell you what, that Charger defense, they have gotten back there to Gardner all night long.
Yeah, that right there was Caleb Nichols, senior defensive end, came in and put a lick on Gardner right there as he threw that one.
Gardner's going to need a little ice after this game. I mean, he's going to need some Advil. He's taking some shots. Tell you what, it is football weather. It is outstanding weather. We're in the 60s, low 60s tonight, and it just feels good. Gardner's going to take the snap, now rolling to his left. The fumble on the play. The scramble for the football. think Nettleton may have it. They recovered it. Yeah, Nettleton recovered it, but it's going to be third down and forever from about the 4-yard line. But a penalty flag there at about the 19. What is that? Let's go down to Chris Coleman. Chris, you know what that one is?
I do not know what that one is, Glenn. I was watching back here as the fumble happened, and the Chargers got close to recovering that, and but it does look like they're waving that off, whatever it was. So, oh, now.
Okay. I think it just inadvertent penalty flag. I think it just fell out of his pocket.
I believe that's exactly what happened.
So third down, and we'll call it 20. Ball on the 5. 5:40 counting on the clock. 2 wide receivers to the near side, 2 to the far. Pistol formation for Gardner. Gardner takes a snap, looking to his right. Now he's going to be chased out. And Israel Whitmore dropped an interception. He had a gift right there. Hit him in the wrong spot, guys. Of course, you know what they say, guys. If he could catch you, be a wide receiver.
Well, I had pressure right there in Garner's face as he was trying to get that one out to avoid the Chargers picking up their second safety on the night. Threw that one out in the flat. It was just a jump ball right there. Whitmore had the inside position right there. All he had to do was just play catch, and he was going to run that one into the end zone. Wish he had it back.
Smith will have to punt it out of his own end zone. Good punt right there. Chris White's going to fair catch it at the 40. So a 35-yard punt, no return. Now the Chargers will have the football. First down and 10 from the 40. And you'd like another touchdown.
Yep.
You really would. You'd like to see your offense march it on down. .5:20 to go in the ball game. Chargers lead 23-7.
This would be a drive to build on for next week as far as Chargers will be at home next week. Another every week's a division game. South Pontotoc rolls into town.
That's going to be a big one.
Yep. So this clinches tonight will clinch a playoff spot for the Chargers. And the way I was figuring every week, as far as next week, if you win, you clinch third. The next week, as far as you win, you clinch second as far as there.
So timeout on the field. We'll take it with them as we're being stared at. We'll take a 30-second timeout. You're listening to Charger Football on WFCA.
Today's financial challenges may seem like 300-pound linemen coming at you in every direction. The team of professionals at Renaissance Bank is here to help you manage obstacles and risks. Getting across your goal line may call for tools other than checking or savings accounts.
15 seconds.
Tools such as insurance, investments, or financial planning. Renaissance Bank has the team and the tools to help you. With our convenient location in Ackerman, Renaissance Bank, member FDIC.
Welcome back to Dale Davidson Field. 5:19 to go in the ball game. 23-7, Chargers lead. They have the football, first and 10 on the 39-yard line. Carter goes under center, rolling to his left. Makes a pass to Quez McNeil on the out route at the 30. Tough throw and catch, but he dropped it. One of those you got to have. But, guys, that's really tough to roll to your left and make that throw. That's pretty tough. But he did a good job right there.
Yeah, and the defensive back right there was going right where McNeil was trying to bring that one in, and just did a good job, too, as far as defending that play.
It was a great defensive play.
Hand it off to the wild man, and he breaks it to the 30-yard line, still on his feet, down to the 25. There's another 12-yard gain by the wild man, Tyler Hallman. This has been a night Tyler Hallman has shined, guys. He's done an outstanding job. The belly play has been huge for the Chargers. And every time Tyler Hallman's got it, he's gotten 10-plus yards. He's probably averaged 14 yards a carry. Probably around the 150, 160-yard mark. Going to hand it off to the fullback this time on the short trap, and they'll pick up about 7 or 8 yards, 7 yards we'll call it. That was Hallman again. So Hallman comes to the sideline to get him a drink of water. Bring up 2nd down and 6. Ball on the 21. Chargers not in just any big hurry. 4:20 and counting. Carter going to roll to his left, and he's going to be hit at the 25-yard line. He's going to lose about 3 yards. And got a Nettleton Tiger kind of slow to get up. Going to bring up 3rd down and 10.
Yeah, you got to get rid of that ball right there once you roll out of the pocket right there.
Hey, you can't take a sack.
Yeah.
You cannot take a sack. You were in field goal range, and you can't take a sack. 3rd down and 10. 2 wide receivers to the near side, 1 to the far. Carter will be in the shotgun, has Nichols to his right. That's going to be Quez McNeil out wide. Why do we have wide receivers getting the illegal procedure? That's 4 tonight on wide receiver.
I was fixing to say the same thing. I think that was the 4th one tonight. It's going to be on a wide receiver.
And several of them have been on when we were fixing to run that jet, sort of the jet sweep coming across. Maybe.
Oh, I just don't understand. Not 1, not 2, not 3, but we've had 4 on the wide out, the wide receiver out wide. So 3rd down and 15, 2 wide receivers, 1 on each side. They bring a man in motion.
It's not the kind of drive right here as the Chargers have drawn it up. It's like it's going to be another false start.
That one, I think, went against an offensive lineman. I'm not sure. Let's go down to Chris Coleman.
Yeah, guys, it was on the offensive line, and I'm not sure who moved first, but I did see the center kind of jump before he ever snapped the ball. So,
doggone. Went from being in field goal range to now you would have to punt. 2 wide receivers, 1 on each side. Carter's going to heave one up the middle, in and out of the hands of Rakeem Ashford.
And didn't really put on the brakes to try to slow down, but just stuck that palm back there, and I thought it was going to make one of those Odell Beckham, as far as, I guess, one-handed catches. But anyway, it falls to the turf here at Dale Davison Field, and it's going to bring up 4th down. And the Chargers line up quickly here to go for it, Glenn.
Yeah, I mean, it's one of those. Anyway, Carter takes a snap, throws it complete to Justin Jenkins. He makes the catch, the 10, 5. Did he get in? He got to the 1.
Got to the 1-yard line, guys.
Carter threw an absolute strike right there. Hit Jenkins between the 1 and the 7. He didn't have an opportunity to drop that one. He caught it and goes right up the seam. Just went 3 verticals out on 3 wide receivers right there, guys, and did an outstanding job. It'll be 1st and goal from the 1. Ball on that far hash. 1st and goal from the 1. Calvin Talley in at fullback. DeCenzo Miller Jr. will dot the I. 2:30 to go. Timeout called. We'll take it with them. You're listening to Charger Football on WFCA.
Join WFCA. How long was that break?
I'm sorry, 30 seconds. Hey, you've done a good job tonight.
WFCA Radio, Saturday, October the 20th from 10 a.m. until 4 p.m. Southern Gospel gospel music before live.
You got 15 seconds.
All righty.
And there will be arts and crafts vendors.
Hey, was that the same play?
It was.
Same play, other
same
side.
play, other side?
Yeah.
I thought it was.
He threw a strike the play before.
He did, and Rakeem, I mean, he just never slowed down. And he was just like he wasn't looking back for the ball.
Rakeem's so stiff. He runs so stiff. He doesn't have a lot of flexibility right there to turn, to adjust to that ball.
Yeah.
You can tell he's still hurt, though. Welcome back to Dale Davidson Field. 2:30 to go in the ball game. 23-7. Chargers are knocking on the door again. First and goal from the 1. Tylen Carter will go under center. I backfield. And they're going to push him in. Touchdown, Chargers. That is Tylen Carter with a 1-yard plunge. Puts the Chargers up 29-7. 2:25 to go here in the ball game. Got to update a score. Caledonia and Pontotoc are tied up at 21 apiece at the end of the third. What's going on in Pontotoc?
I don't know. That's why I was wondering. I thought you might be of interest there.
I talked to my brother today, and we had a conversation about Caledonia. Caledonia's a team that, if they're playing keep away, they can be in the ball game. Trace Beard will come in to try the extra point. Snap is back. The hold is down. The kick is up. And it is good. So Trace Beard's been 4 for 4 tonight on extra points. 2:25. He ate his Wheaties this week. 2:25 to go in the fourth quarter. Chargers lead. Back in 30 seconds with the kickoff. You're listening to Charger Football, WFCA.
Our family values, your family needs. 662-285-6628.
Welcome back to Dale Davidson Field. The Choctaw County Chargers just went on top 30-7, 2:25 to go here in the fourth quarter. Chargers ready to kick it off. Isaiah Connerly will tee it up at the 40-yard line. And it'll be a squib kick. Goes in the middle, and Nettleton will jump on it right there at the 28-yard line. And sounded like the referee was right by Chris Coleman when he blew his whistle. Nettleton will take over 1st and 10 from the 28. Chargers next week will be home against South Pontotoc, and that's a big one. South Pontotoc is a team. They've got, I don't know who they played tonight. I don't know. We'll have to look and see. But it's one of those, that's a big game. At one time they were undefeated this season, but I think they got beat by Hatley. That was a shocker. Quarterback going to hand off, actually going to keep it and throw it out wide. And the Charger defense is going to tackle him. It'll be 2nd down and 9 for Nettleton. Got a new quarterback in on for Nettleton. That's going to be number 7, Davis Oswalt. He came in to relieve Gardner earlier in the evening. Gardner has took a beating tonight. Now,
guys, I was gonna interject something real quick on that last possession by Nettleton when they were back down in the end zone. The last play, that was a 3rd down. When Gardner got up and was getting off the field, he was just barely getting off. So I'm not surprised to see Oswald here.
Pass complete to number 13. That's Javion Gillard, 6'3", 220-pound wide receiver. He's more of a, instead of a wide receiver, I would call him an H-back or a hybrid tight end type guys. Just looking at that young man, but he's played at he's been in the slot most of the time where you split your tight end. 1:25 to go in the ball game. First down and 10 for Nettleton. Ball on the 43-yard line. 4 wide receivers, 2 on each side. Oswalt throws it out wide, falls incomplete. Going to bring up second down and 10. Charger defense has done a pretty good job shutting the spread down of Nettleton.
Glenn, just to give you an update on South Pontotoc. On the road, it looks like tonight at Houston, but at the end of the first quarter, South Pontotoc led 7-0 at the half. Houston jumped back as far as 15-7. It's put 22 up in the third, but right now it's 43-21 in that contest.
Wow. 4 wide receivers, 2 on each side. Davis throws one up, and it's going to be intercepted by, that's going to be Andrew Johnson. He's still on his feet at the 40, 30, 20, 15, 10, 5, touchdown Chargers. Andrew Johnson with the interception, penalty flag there at the 41. Don't tell me.
Guys, we got a flag back here on about the 45-yard line.
I said don't tell me. What was it?
We have a penalty flag on the play.
I'm just like y'all. I'm going to have to wait and see. I was watching Johnson as he was traveling down the home sideline for the pick six.
So personal foul against the Chargers is going to be the call.
Personal foul against the Chargers.
After the change of possession right there on the return, personal foul gonna negate that excellent play there by Andrew Johnson right there. He even gave him a little look after he caught it, as far as looked back as far as to see if he had anybody, I guess, in pursuit. Just went up the sidelines and just really had a step on everybody, didn't
he? Yeah, I mean, he really did a good job. You got to teach him to protect the football a little bit. Let's don't carry it like a loaf of bread, but did a good job.
It's been a bright spot as far as the Chargers, that defensive secondary. If you're looking at a passing team later on this year, it comes in, advantage Chargers.
New quarterback in the game, guys, number 12, Connor Jewell.
New everybody's JV offense, and they're going to go with the old victory formation, best play in football. Jewell take a knee. So Chargers take a knee. Clock is going to continue to roll, and they'll run this thing on out. 40 seconds counting. They'll snap it again inside of 25 seconds, and then they won't have to snap another. Jewell goes under center. Gonna snap it. And that'll do it, guys. They'll run it on out. 10 seconds left, counting on the clock. Chargers will win this one 30-7, and let's go down to Chris Coleman down on the sideline. Chris, your thoughts of that second half?
Well, guys, it took just a few minutes to get back in the groove of things when we come back out of halftime. We was a little slow in the first quarter and the first half, but once we got things going, you know, it seemed like we picked pace just a little bit, and we were taking advantage of some of those plays that we were not taking advantage of in the first half, like a fourth down where we converted.
All right, Chris Threadgill, your thoughts on the ball game?
Anytime you come out with a win, you got to feel good about it. As far as definitely have things still to work on as far as the Chargers offensively right there. I know they got the last touchdown there in the fourth quarter, but took a fourth down pass play on 4th and 20 to sort of pick it up as far as it got down to the 1-yard line. So just got some things as far as got some miscues as far as things you don't want to see. Pre-snap penalties. You can't have that in that Charger offense when you're struggling to convert things as far as those negative plays like that will come back to bite you right there. So any play, you can take a little aggression penalty here and there, but some of the things as far as that pre-snap, as far as just not having your mind as far as right and prepared as far as to get out there and make a play. But great effort. Tyler Holman, you had to be as far as
he's my player of the game.
Yeah, for sure and stuff as far as he came out here, effort, galore as far as right there, and really put some people on his back and towed them for a while right there. Literally. Yeah, so you had to be pleased with the effort. So the effort's there. Just got to do some work as far as on making sure we can sustain some drives, because the offense is made to stay on the field for a while and shorten the game right there. So that's just the way that the Chargers have been built.
Absolutely. Well, Chargers win 34. What was the final score? They done erased the
30-7.
Yeah, 30-7. It should have been more, but 30-7. Your Chargers win, and guys, next week they'll have a tough test at home against South Pontotoc, and that one's a big one. You win that one, you probably wrap up the number 2 seed in the division.
Yeah, got to go to Hatley right there as far as it for sure clinches that third spot. But like Chargers right now, 5-0. Mentioned it 4-0 before this one, 5-0 at home, hosting next week. So how big would a home playoff game be?
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. Well, I'm Glenn Beard along for Chris Threadgill, and down on the sideline, Chris Coleman. We're going to sign off and say so long and God bless.
Support the Chargers.